Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's going to be a quick review for this small pod kit here. This is going to be the Xros from Vaporesso, obviously. Now Vaporesso sent this out to me a couple of weeks ago. Sent me the pod and also this little t-shirt. Now normally I don't wear t-shirts and don't wear caps, as you all know, to do with vaping. But I quite like this design, it's quite nice and funky, so I thought I would wear it. The Xros is going to be a 800 mAh battery pod kit. Comes with two pods. These pods are already got the coils pre-installed. You can't change them, just refill them. Gonna go down to the table, look on the packaging. But first of all, a quick apology to any of my followers on social media. You may notice someone's missing. This was going to be a sort of two of us review with me and my wife, Mrs. ABC, or Eva. Unfortunately, due to lockdown finishing and our work starting again, as chefs, we've been working really long hours the last 2 weeks. And as we work opposite each other, we haven't a lot of time together. What little time we've had together, we've been doing other things rather than recording. So yeah, she's not here today. You will meet her at some point. But for now, it's just me. So let's go down, open the box, take a quick look around the Vaporesso Xros, come back up top and talk about it. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, here are the packaging for the Vaporesso Xros. A little picture on the front of the device. This tells you mine's going to be in blue. A few features. This does have an airflow control. It's going to be 800 mAh battery. It's going to be type USB-C charging. This will charge fast. It will charge at 1 amp. It takes about 50 minutes to charge from dead. On this side, just a few details. And on the back, some more details. Specifications are there. Packaging list. Inside this will be two pods. It will be a 1.2 ohm mesh coil and a 0.8 ohm mesh coil. These pods are pre-installed with the coils. You can't change the coils, just fill the pods up. The 1.2 ohm mesh will be fired at 11 watts constantly. The 0.8 ohm will be fired at 16 watts constantly. Good little slide open case. Let's slide this off. And inside we'll find a little black envelope. It says Vaporesso. Inside the envelope, it's all the usual stuff. It's going to be your warranty card, your user manual, authenticity card to make sure yours is an authentic product, and a little bit about the pods, how you fill them up, and how you remove the mouthpiece to fill it up. I showed that myself. Put these all to one side. So inside the box, going to get a little pod. This is going to be the 1.2 ohm mesh coil. Inside the device is a 0.8 ohm mesh coil. A little micro USB-C charge cable. And of course the pod itself. Nothing at the bottom. Put that all to one side. And here's going to be the pod. When you first get this, like I said, it's going to be the 0.8 ohm mesh pod. There will be a little sticker on the bottom here. So that when you first get it, you got to pull that sticker off. It does tell you on the pods quite clearly what they are. This is the 0.8 ohm mesh. It's going to be two little magnets there, two contact points there, and the air holes are here for your drawer to activate. And on the inside, again, two magnets, two contact points. There's going to be a little hole there, you can't quite see it, lower down for when you suck the drawer. The thing is with the Xros, it's very much like the Caliburn. You can either suck to activate, or you can press a fire to activate, which I do like. The device itself here, it's going to be quite slim. This outer framing is going to be stainless steel though, so it has a nice feel to it, a nice texture. It's going to be blue obviously. Fire button and on-off button is going to be here. Indicator light. There's going to be 5 clicks on. Get a little light show. When you're vaping, when the light is green, it means it's between 100 and 70% charged. At blue, it's between 70 and 30. At red, under 30 and time to forget charging it. It says Vaporesso here. On the base, it's going to be a USB-C charge point. Your little don't dispose of in bin and CE mark. On this side here, this will say sample. Obviously in the main device it will say Xros, because mine is going to be a sample version. And here's going to be your airflow. Right now I've got it fully open to 3 holes. Just push this little notch along. You can go down to 2 and go down to 1 and obviously close it off. I've found that when I've used the 0.8 ohm, I've had it wide open. I've not tried the 1.2. I'm going to fill that one and try it and see how it goes. So yeah, it's a very simple and easy device. Like I said, it's 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. You can either suck to activate the drawer, or you can press the fire button to activate the drawer. The pods are very simple, easy to fill. These are going to top fill, and it's very simple. Just hold the pod and just get hold of the cap and just pop it to the side and it comes off. One good thing about these pods is inside the device itself, it just flashes there when you put it in. You can quite clearly see your liquid levels on the go. As you can see, mine's almost empty. And also, if you just hold the pod here like this, you can just pop it off and you can just fill it up on the device. To fill up the pod, there's a little hole here with like a membrane. Put your nozzle in the bottle inside there and fill it up. There's a little hole here to let the air escape. So you can fill this on the device or off the device. Like I said, that's going to be the 0.8 ohm mesh coil. I will use a 1.2 ohm mesh coil. You open it up. Like I said, just get hold of it here and just pop it off. The juice I'm going to use is going to be my Element E liquid koi range. It's going to be the Yuzu lemon meringue. Just get your nozzle, push inside that membrane, push down and fill up. It does go across quite easy to the side. Like I said, there is going to be that little hole there for the air to escape. And also, like I said, if it's on the device itself, you can still fill it quite easy and see your juice. And that's it full. And then just get your top cap, put it back on again. So yeah, the Vaporesso Xros, it's going to be very much in the same sort of style and fashion as a Caliburn. A lot of people are comparing these against each other, which I will do, because it's very similar in features. The Caliburn, again, you can either suck to activate or press a button to fire. Both of them come with pods with the cords already installed. Very similar in size, very similar in looks. Obviously, you can see the fire buttons are almost the same. Light indicators the same. One thing I will say about the Caliburn and about the Xros is the Xros mouthpiece is quite longer. This one is quite narrower. If I had to make one good point about the Caliburn is I find that this mouthpiece is a bit more comfortable in my mouth. Let's go top, have a quick talk. So yeah, there we are guys. That was a quick look at the packaging for the Xros from Vaporesso. Gonna get over and finish this one really quickly. It's gonna be the same sort of size and shape. There's a lot of pod kits out there in the market, but I will say with this one from Vaporesso, with that outer body being stainless steel, it's got a slight weight to it. It's not heavy, but it has a slight weight to it. Some of these pods are really plasticky and really light. This one has that nice weight to it. I'm going to go over good points and bad points. I'm going to start with the good points. I'm going to start for the top. Good point number one will be the pod itself. I like the fact that I can see my juice level quite easy in this one. And also to fill it up, pop off the top piece. Very simple. You can do it one-handed. Just hold it, get your hand and just pop it off and fill it up. It's very simple, very easy. That pod, I do like the little membrane where you put the nozzle in. And I do like the fact that there's another hole to let the air escape. So I don't get this sort of blockage in there. Going down the device, second good point will be the button. I like pod kits that I can fire with a button. Some people like auto draw. If you like auto draw, you can do that on this one. It's a good feature that they gave you both options. You can either auto draw it or fire it. Like I said, I prefer to fire my devices. The little light indicator will show you the battery level. Green will be 100 to 70, blue will be 70 to 30, and then red will be 30 to below. Time to charge it. Another good point on the back side will be, of course, the airflow control. You've got 3 little holes there. I've been using the 1.2 ohm now. I've been vaping a 0.8 ohm mesh for about 3 days. With that 0.8 ohm mesh pod, I had it wide open. This one, the 1.2, I've got just 2 holes showing. And that for me is a nice loose mouth to lung, my style. If I close it down to 1 hole, it's going to be a slightly tighter mouth to lung. If I was to compare this to the Caliburn on the one hole, it's going to be the same sort of draw as the Caliburn. Got the Caliburn here, same juice in this one. Yeah, that one hole on the cross is going to be the same as the airflow on the Caliburn. Another good feature will be, of course, it's going to be micro USB-C charging. It will charge in about 50 minutes from dead. Bad points, got a couple, they're only going to be minor. The mouthpiece on the cross, it is very nice, but I don't find it comfortable for me personally. If I was to look at the Caliburn to the cross, I prefer the Caliburn mouthpiece than the cross is, because it's slightly round and slightly thinner. But if I was to compare anything else between the cross and the cross wins every time. The Caliburn coils give you good flavour, but this one on the cross, it's not going to be night and day difference, but it's definitely a more defined flavour with these coils than on the Caliburn. But like I said, I prefer the Caliburn mouthpiece to this one. My other one slight niggle is, if you're going to be using this with a button to fire, you've got to be careful how you hold the device. You could quite easily put your hand over that airflow control and block it off. So you need to be really careful how you hold this. Once you get the practice of how to hold it, it'll work fine. I did find the first couple of days I was putting my hand over the hole a bit and not be able to vape properly. So you've got to be careful with that. Keep your hand lower down when you're firing it. So is a Vaporesso Xros going to be a Caliburn killer? I don't like that term, killer. Is it going to be an improvement on the Caliburn is the way I will say it. I think these coils are slightly better flavour than on the Caliburn. It's not night and day difference, but there's a difference. I also like the fact that you can control the airflow on the cross, whereas the Caliburn, you've got one setting and that's it. So if you already got a Caliburn and you found that the battery life wasn't enough, because the Caliburn I think was 550 or 520 milliamps, it wasn't enough battery life, then this might be a better option for you with being 800 milliamps. And again, if you've got a Caliburn but you wanted to be able to fine tune your airflow, this again might be a good replacement for the Caliburn. It's not a Caliburn killer, but it's an improvement. If you already have a Caliburn but you wanted something a little bit better, this might be a good next step for you. So yeah, guys and girls, that's my review and my thoughts on the Xros from Vaporesso. Hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, why not give me a thumbs up? Disliked it, of course, give me a thumbs down. And yeah, I will see you all on the next one.